get talking consumption. My colleague Shilpa Ranipeta spoke with Harsh Mariwala, the chairman of Marico, on the sidelines of the Sharp Summit and spoke about the rural consumption demand. Let's listen in.
Many of the entrepreneurs say that, okay, now I built this business, let me sell it to an FMCG company which already has a distribution network and there is no extra cost to distributing these products. So there is going to be some, and which has already happened. Marico has acquired three businesses, many other companies have acquired. So I see the trend continuing in terms of opportunity for acquisition.
But do you believe that it is viable to stay only on as an online business? Is it important, not just important, is it necessary that you have to be able to also go offline at some point, or do you think it's sustainable to stay online?
I think all depends on the kind of business you are and the kind of offerings you have. But if there is a potential for you to leverage it offline,
right?
Offline.
Offline.
Then I think if you don't do it, somebody else will do it.
So what do you make of the current consumer sentiment though overall? We've seen some companies flagging an improvement. What is your sense? Do you think unseasonal rains, heat wave will continue to have an impact, or are we seeing a recovery?
So I think if you look at FMCG businesses, not online businesses, I think we have seen a certain degree of stress because, especially in rural areas, and rural demand has fallen, and to some extent the monsoon helps if it is a normal monsoon. Inflation coming under control would also help. So one is hoping that things would come back to better business environment in rural areas in the coming months.
But if the heat wave continues, do you think that will delay the rural recovery?
To some extent there will be an impact of weather, so I'm not able to judge. I think it's just not the heat wave or the weather, but other things also in terms of the rainfall, the pattern of rainfall, the overall inflationary impact, and a lot of it is driven by the fuel prices internationally. So one would have to look at the overall picture, but there will be some impact.
All right, well, on that note, though, we'll have to wrap up on this edition of Chartbusters. You stay with us, though. Trading Hour comes up next.